ID. ID. ID.
Hey, welcome back. Episode 59. Happy Juneteenth. The gang's out here. Notorious ROD said, Jay, we missing one. He may jump in later. Let's kick it off, Sarah. What do you got for the
question of the day? All right, perfect. All right, this is a quick one, easy and simple for you boys today. So you got a choice. You can take $100,000 right now today, or you can give everybody on Pod Deep, including yourself, $50 a day for life. So, a couple of stipulations. That $100,000 that you get right now, you can't share it with us. You can't share it. You got to do what you got to do with that. Can't share that. Or each body on a Pod Deep podcast get $50 a day, including yourself, for life. Which one would you do and why? And if you need to know the math, I got the math.
Hey, what's the math?
So the math is $50 per day equals $18,000 per year. It equals about, depending on, between $1,500 per month or $1,550 a month, depending on how many days of the month you got.
And is all this tax free?
All tax free. Yep.
Take the 50 per day.
Take the 50 per day. It'd take 50 years. 50 another stat. It'd take 50 years to make 50 years of making that money without interest or anything, without you not investing it. But if you just took $50 and just saved it, it'd take 55 years to get to $1 million. That's another stat.
How long would it take to get to 100,000?
I don't have that, but that's not investment. That's just not putting it in anything. They're just putting it under your mattress. $50 a day. It'll take 55 years to get to $1 million. Just putting it on your mattress, but not telling you what you got to do with it. I'm just trying to give you just an idea of what that money looks like.
I'm gonna take the 100K.
Let's go.
Y'all niggas ain't gonna respect $50 a day. Y'all ain't gonna respect that shit. Y'all get it, spend it on the kids' lunch money or anything. Y'all ain't gonna respect that shit.
But hey, okay, at $1,500 a month. That's $1,500 a month. Jay, what you say? Did you have an answer on it?
Take the 50. Everybody would get about $100,000 every 5 years or so. 5 years and some months, everybody would have $100,000. Yeah, I take the 50 per day.
Okay. What you doing, Squeak?
First, man, I was on my riding shit. I was extra out, get the 100,000. But realistically, if everybody can eat, even though $50 a day sound like a lowball number, when you run the numbers, that's money that you don't have to touch that could work for you. And normally, everything we touch, we funneling this and funneling that. But yeah, you could put that to really good use long term. You know what I'm saying? So I do the $50. I do the $50 a day. Investment that it can get everybody. Whatever.
Excuse me. We can't invest it.
You said we can't? I thought you couldn't give it to nobody.
That $50, you can't invest it, right?
Yeah, no, you can invest. You can do whatever you want.
Oh, you can invest it? Okay.
You can do whatever you want with it.
Okay.
Yeah. I do the 50 a day.
So my thought was $50. When I thought about it, $50 is a low number, man. Mm-hmm. $50 a day. But if it accumulates and you do you do the right investment with it, and you think of it as like, I wasn't supposed to get this money anyway,
right?
Just kind of stacking it on the side. I think I would end up doing $50 a day. $1,500 a month. That's an extra. When I thought about like $1,500 a month, you could do something with $1,500 a month, or you can just stack that up over a few months, few years if you don't touch it. Maybe throw it in something.
All that sounds great, but I'm thinking realistically. Motherfucker ain't gonna let that 50 just sit there and just do what it do. To me, I'm thinking motherfuckers ain't gonna do that long term. I'm like, you know what? I got that $50. Hey, here, take that 50 and run get us some Chick-fil-A or something, you know. So like,
but the cool deal about that 50 though, you're gonna have that 50 tomorrow, then you gonna have that 50 the next day, then that 50 the next day, then that 50 the next day. So I get that, but no,
that $50 in your retirement gonna feel like motherfucking $1,000. We get to that retirement age, that damn 50 gonna be looking good about that time.
With it,
you got to think how old you are, Squeak, and how many years you got left on this bitch.
That's a good point, Brian. That's a good point. Do you got another 40 to put in? That's another good point.
No, you don't. Because even if you're still alive, you can't enjoy this shit. So shit, you got a hot 25, 30 to really enjoy shit, man.
I can't stretch that 100,000 to no 10 years. I could eat that 100,000 up like shit 2 weeks. Like paying shit off. Like I could make that 100,000 just for like real quick and be pissed off about some shit. But I can have a temporary happiness, you know what I'm saying, with it. But $50 a day, I think I can stretch that shit.
You can't stretch 100,000, but you can stretch 50.
Yeah, I ain't gonna touch
50 a day.
I ain't gonna touch the 50 a day.
I don't know about the logic on that one, but okay.
100,000 will get instantly touched.
You'll be pitching off that 100, Squeak.
So I'm pitching off that motherfucker as soon as he hit that account. Shit. Might tell.
Well, the thing is, 100,000 is a lot of money, but it's a lot of money, but it ain't a lot of money.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
So that's that 100,000 isn't to set you up for life. That 100,000 is to, get you to a place where you good. Okay. You talk about paying off bills, shit. You knock off a bunch of bills to where your check is your check, and then still have a little bit to throw on an investment or something. So yeah, I get it.
Yeah, only thing that was out I definitely was thinking about writing was a time. We sitting at approximately 50 now. How many years you can do that 50? That's one of the kind of things I thought about too. I was thinking if I was 65. It'd be no. If it was from 50, I think it's a difference. So, but no, good conversation. So we got 3 50s and one $100,000 spinner. I got it. Question of the day.
Yeah, that was a good one. Let's go to what today is, Juneteenth. What did you guys do for Juneteenth, and what does it mean to you all? I'm gonna come to you, Jay. Juneteenth. What you do today, and what it means to you.
I didn't celebrate. I relaxed a little, went and saw a movie. It was a much needed day off for me, but I did not celebrate Juneteenth.
You celebrated?
By putting some time into me.
That's celebration.
Yeah, that's what I did.
All right. What about you, Seb? What does it mean to you, and what you do today?
Same thing. I don't think we get the respect of that full holiday because technically I'm not off. I'm off because I'm off on a Thursday. Basically, is how it worked out this year. I took it off in the past, but my job, they don't even. It is really another day. Matter of fact, they sent me emails today about work. You know what I'm saying? So it's an average day. To me, though, it's bigger when I kind of sit back and think about what it really is. It was a good opportunity to kind of spend it with the family. We went to the movies too, so we went to the movies. We took the girls to the movies. We've done shirts in the past. Sam made shirts for everybody to wear on the past on Juneteenth. So we really do celebrate it. But I just it don't get the the recognition I think it should get, for the date it is,
Yeah. What about you, Rod? What you do today and what it mean to you?
Me and my wife went to Red Lobster. That's it.
That's it. All right.
Oh, you say what it mean? It's kind of, I don't know. For me, it's kind of, I know what it means, but it just doesn't have that feeling for me just yet. It's what Juneteenth is what 2 years old, 3 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I mean, I understand what it means, but to be honest, it hasn't impacted me like that to where I, want to celebrate it or something like that. I mean, maybe over time, if it hangs around, maybe I can get into it.
Yeah, I get you. I'm me here living in Texas and Dallas and being a Texas transplant, originating place of Juneteenth and stuff down here in Galveston. I got to do better. Work this year, queued and queued up celebration. So got to do better and put forth the effort. On making this a true holiday of celebration and reflection and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And doing the same thing we do for 4th of July. When it comes to Juneteenth.
I mean, but so my question is, how do you celebrate Juneteenth?
You could any way you want to.
I'm asking you, like what's the celebration of Juneteenth to you?
For me, it's the same way I celebrate 4th of July with the queuing, the barbecuing, but with Juneteenth, just highlight my blackness for me. Highlight my blackness. I'm coming with my Juneteenth t-shirt, looking at some movies and stuff like that. I think I'm gonna do more participating in the parades that are down here in Texas and stuff, and make a whole event of it.
Yeah, Texas is where it all started at, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that kind of leads into kind of what I was saying about it doesn't have the meaning for me, because like, how do you celebrate it? Like, to me, like you mentioned barbecuing, and that ain't to me, that ain't celebrating it.
Shit.
Like if you really going to honor what it means, to me is for me, to me it would be like, honoring, honoring our ancestors, something along those lines. But like just barbecuing and having a party or some shit like that, to me, that ain't really a celebration of the holiday.
Now because the same way you celebrate your birthday, you do it with food in a festival.
Hold on. That's just me. Now, I'm not saying that's right. I'm just saying, to me, that's not a celebration. So, I had a cousin. She had a Juneteenth celebration 2 or 3 years ago, right? And I went to it, and it was just that they was cooking and playing music, and they had some decorations up, and I was like, I wasn't trying to be a dick about it, but I'm like, so like, what's the difference between this and any, and just a normal weekend? So she actually took that to heart. She thought about that shit, and then the next year she made sure that it was more encompassing of, maybe really celebrating what the holiday means. So, and like I say, I'm not trying to say what my point of view is right, but it's just how I feel. Like celebrating it, don't treat it like the 4th of July, because the 4th of July we pop fireworks and cook, but let's really dig into it, whatever that is for you. I put it that way.
Okay. Let's go to.
No, that's twofold though. I get what you're saying, Harrod, but what do they do for Independence Day? What everybody do, it's the same. It's just a celebration. It's a way to bring people. I think it's a way to bring like people together. But like you said, it could be like an average Saturday for some people or average Friday for some people. But I think we don't. I think we shouldn't take the chance to diminish like an opportunity for us to get together any kind of way. I think if we was in Houston, I think it would be a bigger deal because kind of that's where it originated, or Texas. I think where it originated. I bet you it's a lot more emphasis on it there than it is here, because you won't hear nobody say nothing here in St. Louis.
And that's the fact, because it's in their school system. I don't remember us talking about this, and it just didn't start 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? We talking like shit, 18 something whenever slaves were free. You know what I'm saying? So
I was just talking about like the official holiday.
Yeah, I'm saying, but they knew that. So I want to say it hit the books. I want to say it hit the books 1950 something, if my memory serves me correctly, of when it was established and made official. Okay, so it probably became a holiday 2 years ago or something of that nature. But in Texas and across the country, I think it's celebrated also in Maryland or something of that nature. Different cities around been recognizing the day of Juneteenth. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about how you view it. But in Texas, I know they teach it in their school system. You know what I'm saying? The true history of it. So they have a different perspective of it on how it reached us in the Midwest. You know what I'm saying? I never heard about it. Never once heard about it living in St. Louis or in our schools, or, you know, shit, at this time, shit, we was in summer school or we wasn't in school at all. You follow what I'm saying? So yeah, it missed us in the Midwest. You know what I'm saying? But now that you're older, you know better, you do better, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna keep with my tradition of the food and the celebration. You know, I'm gonna keep it that way. Let's go to the next topic. So the elephant in the room is what's going on in the news about how do you all feel about our Latino brothers and sisters and Mexican brothers and saying that blacks don't have their backs during this immigration protest? I'm gonna come with you, said. How do you feel about this topic?
Man, so I wanted to talk about this because it's been a lot. I've been hearing a lot about this recently, you know, with the protests, with the ICE raids. You know, there's two schools of thoughts that I've been kind of reading, that, you know, the Latino community kind of did it to themselves with their votes. You know, they put the wrong guy in office, and, you know, we told them what'll happen. And then it's happening. And you see a lot of Latino voters, Hispanic people are saying, man, I wouldn't have voted for that, or I shouldn't have voted for that. I don't know, man. In one way, I feel like, man, this is what we've been going through forever. This is kind of our fight forever. You know, and then as I thought about it, I was like, man, did they come to our? Did you see the Latino community? Did you see the Hispanic community when you know, the Ferguson stuff?
I saw them looting.
Yeah. Did you see them? Were there presence? Where, you know? So I'm really caught up between, you know, how I should feel about it. I don't want them to suffer, but I also, hey, you did it to yourself, kind of. So I'm kind of torn between them both, man. That's how I feel about the situation.
I'm coming to you, Rob. What's your thoughts on how you feel about it?
Hey, better them than me, because they like that low key. They think they, you know, Latinos think they better than us. Just my opinion, and from what I've seen, they feel like they're better than us. And you talk about, did you see them on the front lines? You know, when shit was happening with us in our protests? No, I saw them participating in looting. But one place I did see them at was like the Oath Keepers. I saw Latino like motherfuckers with Hispanic names in the Oath Keepers.
I agree. Yep.
And which lends to what I said earlier, is that they view themselves above us, so they don't have our back. So now all of a sudden, you know, as you say, they brought it on themselves. Latinos for Trump and all that. And now look what happened. So now you asking where we at? Shit, where were you at? And it's like that with a lot of groups. It's like that with, to me, it's like that with the alphabets. Like they don't fucking, they don't come to our, they're not there, supporting us, but they always want to support when it comes to, when one of theirs get wronged. You know what I'm saying? Like where was the alphabets when Brittany Griner was in in jail in Russia? I don't recall seeing none of them come to her defense. You know what I'm saying? But it's like no one has our back, but they always want us. So that's how I feel. So I'm like, hey, it is what it is.
Okay. What's your thoughts, Jay?
I think if you come from a community where you live, side by side with Latinos, you have a different view on it. Like California, when you see California, you see a lot of Black people, a lot of different races, Black and white people riding with the Mexicans. So I think our view gets shaped by the environment we live in and grew up in. So if we were side by side going to the store, working with Latinos, Mexicans, we probably would see it differently. So that's my take on it. But I think we have to be careful because it's a saying, I'm not going to try to repeat it, but it basically says, when they came for them, I ignored it. Then they came for them, I ignored it. Then they came for me. So, just because they're going through it right now, we can be next. So we just got to kind of be aware and not just say, well, it's them, not me. F it, because, we can be next. It can be. I mean,
I get. I'm sorry to cut you off, Jay. We're always on the radar. So it's not like we can say, "Oh, that's on them. We good over here." We're never good. So I don't think any Black person should take that stance of, well, it's all right. Fuck it. They on their ass because we're always under pressure. So that's all. That's all I just wanted to say on that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and also I do have firsthand experience, so I speak from a bit of a different place. When you talk about that living next to them, because I did do that when I lived in Cali for 2 years, and the relationships that I had with the Latinos were not good.
So you firsthand see that they think they better than us,
and better than us, did not fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? It was my experiences have not been good. So, maybe that kind of skews my way of thinking.
To me, I look at it like, I don't speak for every Black person. I can only speak for my personal experience and my personal view. You know what I'm saying? I don't think all Black folks think that, oh, this is not our fight. I think it's just a situation of we don't know what to do, because I don't think it's a lot of Black people that feel like what ICE is doing is fair and right. But keep in mind, the president didn't bullshit around when he said what he was going to do. He was very fucking clear. And they were very clear in voting for him. So what the hell you want us to do, really? Like, we sitting back like there ain't nothing for us to do. Even though they're posing this question, where are y'all at? We mind no damn business. We watch it. We don't think what's going on is fair. But what was y'all thinking? What was y'all thinking when y'all was rallying behind this man? What y'all thought he was playing or some shit? The man is a damn wall. And
is it?
It's coming for part 2 of this shit, which is where we at right now. So don't ask for no motherfucking help when this is what y'all voted for. So go ahead. What you want to say?
It said, is it not fair? You say it's not, when what's happening isn't fair. But what if they are really illegal aliens? And who ain't illegal? Shit, if I'm not.
If we are
I'm not illegal.
If we are the motherfucking ancestors of slaveries. We're fucking illegal as well. Even
I
though
mean,
we are now in this generation born here, we didn't ask to be here. So you know what I'm saying? And
you're getting into semantics now.
that
Just
I may be
black and white. Are you in the country illegally? If the answer is yes, then what really do you have to say? I mean, I don't know. Like,
you know, to me, as long as you in here working and you work it every day, putting forth the effort, it shouldn't be any motherfucking problem to get the green.
You paying taxes?
Shouldn't be any problem to get the green card. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It shouldn't be any problem. You're a law-abiding citizen. It's all different. You and this motherfucker, you know, doing dirt, whatever. Yeah, they ship you out. You know what I'm saying? So that's totally different to me. You know what I'm saying? But rounding them up unfairly, separating them from the family, I'm against all of that. But I don't think I could ride with you all if that's what you voted for. You follow what I'm saying? So, you know, it's torn, but I think that's how a lot of black folks see it. You know, there's nothing for us really to do to go out here, get our head busted and fight when this is what the fuck y'all signed up for. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I personally see it. Like, it's confusing.
Yeah, I came across a number today. I looked it up a few times and I kept seeing it, but they say approximately 40% of Latinos voted for Trump.
Mm-hmm. I think it was more than that said. Probably 60.
They say I read 40 to 47%. You know, when you break it down, if you just do the Latino community, man. So that's, you know, so I can't help but think about 40-something% said yes to Trump. You know what I'm saying? And in comparison, 10% of black people said, you know, yes to Trump.
Yeah.
You know, so they brought it on themselves. They had to, man. That's the only way I can feel about it. You have some sympathy for them, and what you were saying, Jay, I probably would agree with. Growing up here in Missouri, that was growing up in Missouri. We just don't see a lot of Latino, you know, community, Hispanic community, the way that probably in LA you guys are, or California they see. So I bet you it is a different feel. You probably have a lot closer friends if you're from California, or so you probably feel it a little closely. But I still can't get past that 40 to 47% of, you know, that they put this fool in the office. And like you said, Squeak, he's doing exactly what he's going to do. So
he didn't sugarcoat that.
I don't know, man. It's hard to feel sorry for him. It really is hard to feel sorry for him.
Now, I feel sorry for him. I just can't fight for him, if that makes any sense. I have empathy that they're being separated from their loved ones and their friends and stuff like that. I have empathy for that. But to protest, I cannot help with the protest when this is what you all sound, you know, I can't do that, you know.
You got a hard on the Mexicans.
Nah, you know, it's not just hard. To me, I feel like how that question was thrown out. That's hard on them to even suggest that. You know what I'm saying? Because we've set the tone when it comes to all the minorities in this country. They're stepping on our backs. You know, and our leaders were gunned down behind all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? For a lot of minorities in this country to make it, you know. So we'll never forget that part.
It's hard. And one last thing, they be on the camera like we ain't been through it. You know what I'm saying? Like they be like, how could you know, they're taking us to jail, they're throwing us in cars. We face that every day. You know what I'm saying? And so that's them tears that sometimes come across on the TV. We've been through that. Like that's our fight. We've been through this fight. So it's hard for me sometimes to feel sympathy for that too.
I'm not against the illegal immigrants working and holding a job. I'm not against that. I'm okay with that. You're a law-abiding citizen, handling your business, trying to make a living, you know, chasing the American dream. I don't have no problem with that. I don't have no problem with that.
I agree, Squeak. They are I agree with you, and they do pay into our system, man. They pay taxes. They get taxed on their check that goes into our system. So they're not, while they're here illegally, there is a place for them, and if there's always going to be a bad percentage of people. Like there's always going to be niggas that we don't like. You know what I'm saying? There's always going to be a certain percentage of people that don't do right. Yeah. So I think the whole race get a smear for that, even though it's a small dependent. But that Trump thing, I still can't get by. They got food, and now they're paying for it.
Yeah. I got empathy for them, but yeah, I can't. We can go to the next topic. Next topic is hip hop. Game versus Jadakiss debate. Who's better? I'm gonna come with you. Rye. Who you got in this debate? And let me say why. Whenever you get your answer, give me the why behind it.
So, bar for bar, I don't think there's any rapper that's better than Jadakiss.
Okay.
I'm not saying he's the greatest.
Okay.
I'm just saying bar for bar, I can't say that somebody's better than him. But it doesn't, for whatever reason, it don't translate to great albums. He got some solid albums, but it just, I can't really put my finger on it as to why, but it just doesn't translate to a great album. Game, he can rap. But I don't think he's better. Yeah, like I said, he's not better than Jadakiss to me.
Okay. I'm coming with you, Sid. Who you got in this debate? Game versus Jadakiss. Who's better? Why?
I'm a fan of both. I'm actually a big fan of both. Okay. I think Jada is like top 5, just rapper, bar for bar. I think Rodney said it right. Ain't too many people that can stand up to him, but Jada is a rapper. At the end of the day, he spit bars. He a rapper. Game is like more of an entertainer with an album. He just got more people want to follow the game because he's just into so much stuff. The whole gang thing, the whole with 50 Cent and G Unit, the whole the internet personality, the Twitter, you know what I'm saying? He get in beef with guys. He's just a more entertaining person to follow. I think he's more people are drawn to him because of his personality, his rapping, his persona. Where Jadakiss is more laid back. But who's better? Jadakiss. Who the best entertainer? You probably had to give it to the Game, in my opinion.
Okay, I'm coming to you, Jay. Game versus Jadakiss. Who's better? Why?
They are about the same to me. Jadakiss is not even. He says he's top 5. He's not even top 5 from New York. So Jadakiss, when I hear that, it just sounds crazy. He's highly overrated. There is nobody calling themselves top 5 that is top 5. And if you were the top guy, why would you call yourself top 5? No top rapper says I'm top 5. So you say I'm the best. You might not be the best. But off the bat, he's overrated to me. He's good, overrated, no classic albums, good verses. He's a good verse. I missed the whole mixtape run. But I heard songs, but I missed the whole mixtape run. I missed the whole battle between him and Benny Siegel. I heard some songs. I like Jadakiss. He has songs, but I never go back and just pull up like a Jadakiss album and listen to the album. I listen to a few songs here and there. So he's about the same. Him, Game, Fabulous, Ludacris, all that like B-level tier rap group, kind of all about the same to me.
B level.
That was blasphemy if I've never heard it. So to me, without a shadow of a doubt, it's Jadakiss. Is Game talented? Yeah, he's talented. But the albums that he make that are classic are quickly forgotten. All of that name dropping he does, all of that beef he does that he do around his project, all it does is overshadows his talent, and it makes him a flip-flop MC, you know what I'm saying, like a politician, you know. So to me, where Jadakiss may fall short on some of his earlier albums, he makes up in his guest features that he does throughout hip-hop, just classic verses, from with Biggie, you know what I'm saying, to just remixes. I mean, he's paved the way and made himself resilient and stand the test of time just with just his flow. He ain't just doing it just from an album, and that's unique. That's something that Lil Wayne done, but Jadakiss has done it better from an East Coast standpoint. And to me, Game is not top 5 of any West Coast artist. He has talent, but he's not top 5 to me. So to me, it's a no-brainer. It's Jadakiss all day, every day. He's one of the best in his generation. He's one of the best that's still spitting now. And he can go against any of the young cats. He can go against cats his class, and he can go against cats that's behind him. Game, on the other hand, he gets slaughtered by the new cats. So it's a no-brainer to me. It's Jadakiss.
No, my fault. I'm sorry to interrupt. I heard Game on some new stuff, and you're right. He don't stand the test of time like that. He didn't age. Like his stuff don't age well. There's no it's just name dropping. No more classic. It's kind of weird. He was on something with 21 Savage. And man, 21 Savage just murdered him. I mean, it wasn't even like who is this dude? You know, so I was thinking of that old game we grew up on.
Mm-hmm.
It just didn't translate to what these new boys doing. It was almost kind of corny a little bit.
Yeah, I remember the first song I heard him and Kendrick on, and Kendrick, I didn't realize what Kendrick was doing. He was rapping the hook. Man, Kendrick left him on that song. He left him on that song.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh my God, like, yeah, it's over for him. You know, just the game banging, he come with that drama, and it just really kind of diminished his talent to me. You know, what's
this graph, Jay?
Yeah. Oh, this don't count. This is complex.
Top 50 New York rappers.
Yeah, this is.
Where
Get out of here. Diddy, Biz Markie. Hey man, stop this shit. Like Jim Jones, man, get out of here.
Ice Spice on any list, Jay. You need to.
So they got Little Kim above Jadakiss. That's crazy as fuck. They got Prodigy. That's crazy.
They got Run.
So Prodigy, KRS, Busta Rhymes. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Nah,
you want to talk about somebody overrated?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they love him, man. Them cats love Busta Rhymes.
Like that nigga is overrated. Like,
oh my God,
motherfucker talking about it, like when they was doing the verses shit. Like nobody want to see Busta on the verses. Why not? Like, why the fuck not would you want to see Busta? Because he gonna jump around and on stage and his performance. But shit, after he do Put Your Hands on My Eyes Can See and woo-ha, like what the fuck that nigga got? Scenario, Patrick Cavassier. I mean, he gonna run out after about 7-8 songs, man. And all he could do is just jump around on stage. So yeah, I don't get that Busta Rhymes shit.
So let me ask you a quick question though. Who do you think can beat him in a versus? And you can't say
Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, Busta.
Jadakiss. from New York or anywhere.
Anywhere.
Jadakiss. Shit. Eminem. Shit.
What? I'm with you, Rodney. So help me understand. You like Jadakiss, like Busta Rhymes? You think he like talent like that?
I respect.
Fabulous to dust him off in the verses.
I respect what Busta Rhymes has done because you got to understand something. He came from a group, you know what I'm saying? And the era that he came, I don't know if that's Leaders of the New School is 91, 92, whatever. But he solidified himself solo. You know what I'm saying? And just kept going with the features. He could flow now. He'll be a problem.
Outside of his first album with the woo-ha and Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See, like, what does he have? He got that one song with Chris Brown, right? Where he rapping all fast.
Yeah.
So he got that. So that's 3. Janet Jackson, that's 4.
He got some shit now.
I'm just, maybe Jay pull up a list of these motherfuckers. I don't know, but I just don't know the list. I mean, is he a great performer? Maybe, yeah, because he fucking live and he do all this shit. Well, he don't do that shit now. He fat, but like, I just don't see the catalog to where motherfuckers should be scared to go against him in the verses.
Hey, he's overrated. I saw him twice. If you see him twice, that's all you need to. It's the same show. It's not even a full show. I don't think he can do a full show. He just
said how many songs?
Yeah, he does parts of songs, and it's the same thing each time.
He's gonna run out of gas at about 7 or 8.
Yeah, it's overrated.
Is that his conditioning, or that's just he don't have?
No, not physically. I'm just saying musically, that nigga gonna run out of gas after about eight songs, maybe 8.
You think?
It's not even 8.
You think Cameron better?
Fuck yeah,
Cameron will kill him, right? Like you ain't even
man. I think me personally, I think I named 10 rappers I think that to kill him in the verses.
I know
New York, LA, wherever, down south.
He can beat Cameron. Cameron is kind of light on.
Cameron
is light on the catalog too.
Huh?
Cameron is light on the catalog too.
I think Cameron got 2 classic albums though.
I mean, he could do his album. He do his first 2. He can do his 2 Rockefeller albums. He could do Dipset, and that's it.
Let me interrupt y'all for a second. Versus is not about your the quantity. It's about placement on what you place and what can counter it. Keep in mind, Gucci had way more songs than Jeezy, but Jeezy just beat him off just one album. He didn't even attempt to go off that one album. You know what I'm saying? Thug Motivation 101.
Because he didn't have to, because Wonder had fucking 10 bangers on that motherfucker.
Exactly.
So where he didn't have. So you need quantity. You need it.
Listen,
they come from one place.
If you operating off a low frequency, and you're going against somebody that has like a headbanger type of song, and all you got is some rapping off an R&B beat, you're not gonna beat that shit.
So who?
I'm just saying. I'm just pointing out. Like Busta has more hype type songs. So you would have to combat that song to get the W on him.
If I got 15 motherfucking certified hits,
it don't matter when they come. You get.
I don't give a fuck.
Hey,
you only got 6.
Man, he would eat LL.
I'll let you get your little 6 out, and then I run my 15.
He would eat LL Cool J up, Hey Lover, Around the Way.
Oh, you crazy?
All them fucking songs.
And I'm not even an LL fan.
Play them shits. Play them shits and play his shit first.
LL wouldn't even have to come out of the 80s to beat that nigga.
Nah,
he could stay in the 80s.
It ain't gonna be that easy. I'm telling you, he's a hype MC. Let's get to the next topic, the rumor mill. Okay, this disclaimer. This is a rumor according to Chris Webber, but Jackie Christie and Chris Webber apparently have a love child behind Doug Christie back. So I'm asking a question: what would you do if you found out your child was really your homeboy kid? I'm coming to you, Jay. What would you do?
Wait a minute. Pose that question again.
The question is this: Jackie Christie and Chris Webber created a
I
love.
heard that part. I heard that. Get the second part.
What if you found out who was the father of your baby?
Yeah,
what if you found, is a father?
What if you found out the father of your? What if you found out that your child was really your homeboy kid?
Okay, I watch a lot of videos where a lot of simps like basically attack the dude. You have to deal with the woman, because the guy's only gonna do what the woman allows. You know what I'm saying? So
hold on, let me interrupt you. Did you hear the point? I said your homeboy.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, you might say something to him, but your real beef is with the woman. She's the one who allowed it to go on. A man is only gonna do what a woman allows for the most part. So yeah, I would keep it pimping and deal with the woman.
What about you, Seth?
I'll be crushed. I mean, what the fuck? Like, I mean, I couldn't live like that. Two people dying. I can't. Like you talking about my kid, like a kid I've been raising. Two people dying.
Yeah.
So, and I'm probably going to jail. So it ain't. I can't do that, man. You ain't gonna do that. So fuck, where we?
What about you, Rob? What you doing?
I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna. I mean, it's a wrap for both of them, but I don't know if I'm gonna kill them. I don't know if it's worth me killing them. Like they did some fuck shit. Now I'm gonna go to jail because they did some fuck shit. I don't know. But it's definitely killer for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I understand what Jay's saying. The woman, ultimately lets him do that. But if it's my partner, I expect more from him. I know he a man and shit. Men gonna do what men do, but not my guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I expect way more from you. So yeah, I would have more of, like, I would be ready to kill him first. If I'm gonna go that route, like, I'll deal with her later. But this nigga, like, this nigga, I gotta handle him. Because he knows better. I mean, she knows better, true enough, but you my homeboy, and in our instance, we've known each other longer than we've known our wives.
Mm-hmm.
And so
the killer part, before you go, Swoop, but the killer part is you raised a child like a child, you raised a child.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't like a one time. Okay, you smash, and I can get past that. I probably won't, but maybe. But you had me raise a child. Had me thinking it's mine for 18, 17, 20 years. No, man, no.
I don't even get to that point.
Yeah,
I ain't even get. I mean, just for me, I get that's part of the question. The kid and raising it, and you didn't tell me. Yeah, that's definitely an issue. But for me, just the initial betrayal is I can't. That for me, that's where it's at for me. Like, nigga, you know me for how long, and this is how you do me. Like, yeah.
For me, the betrayal is 50-50. It ain't no 60-40 his way, 40. This shit is 50-50. I got a brick and a pistol for both of these motherfuckers. And I only got one child, so I'm totally devastated. You know what I'm saying? Like, my world is effed up at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm beyond hurt. You know what I'm saying? And what I will say is that I couldn't turn my back on the kid. Because I've looked at that kid like that's mine. So it's mine. You did me dirty, but I'm gonna do you dirty. You would never get to come around your motherfucking kid like you ain't been around since, So, that's how I'm going with it, and I'm busting upside her head, and I'm definitely sneaking over to this nigga crib and busting him beside his as well. You know, that's how I handle that. You know.
Yeah, I'm leaving everything in my will to the kid, and I'm taking care of business.
Man.
They gone. They off this motherfucking earth. You're right. It ain't the kid. It ain't the kid fault, but they gone. They out of here.
So I gotta ask everybody that's doing the dirt. What's the outfit you wearing? You finna do this dirt. What's the outfit you wearing? I'm coming with some Dickie overalls.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Y'all niggas gonna get caught. Y'all niggas going to jail anyway. So what difference do it make?
I'm ready. Where the jail at? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where the motherfucking jail
So,
at?
but no, I'm saying like it don't matter. You ain't got to be stealth or nothing. Shit, you going to jail?
I ain't sneaking up on. Yeah, it ain't even. I'm being loud. I'm being intentional, man. It's just a side note, man. As I was reading this, did y'all see the picture of like the Christie family and then this
Like
kid,
dark skinned, right?
Man,
the girl, yeah.
Man, it ain't even like. I'm like, oh wow, it's not. It's so evident. It's so evident. Like
We always say, Chris Webber was a cancer.
Oh.
So
I titled it rumor for a reason because he coming after everything. Everything.
So if you're in this situation, you're the guilty party. Do you continue to, do you go to Chris Webber route and threaten motherfuckers with lawsuits and all that, or do you come clean and be like, yeah, I'm sorry, or make a public apology of some sort, or do you just ride it out until a DNA test tells otherwise?
What's his current situation? Is he married or is he divorced? I don't know his current Chris. I don't know Chris Webber's current situation.
It don't matter. Shit, it don't matter.
Listen,
it don't matter. Doug Christie and his wife are married, and they raise his child.
Yes.
Shit, that's all that matters.
Talking about my uncle.
And part of, I don't know how true it was, but they say that Chris Webber spent an awful lot of time over at the house, like after the, while the child was growing up, like, like some stalker shit. Like, I know that's my kid. I'm gonna be over here as much as I can.
Man.
That's wow.
That's
wow.
That's crazy. I don't know what I don't know. You can't. I don't know. I'm just one of them guys that, man, if I got a kid out there, you gotta know it's mine. I can't be hiding, doing no goofy shit, goofball shit like that, man.
But to be honest, the way we phrased the question was homeboy. I don't know if they were homeboys outside of just teammates. You know what I'm saying?
Squeak, if he over there all the time, they gotta be tighter. If a cat over your house and you calling them, and if your kid calling a dude that's coming over your uncle, y'all gotta have a good relationship or a tight relationship. When you think he just ain't over there on some bullshit, right?
Well, see, I think once you okay, so let's play this out. Let's say y'all wasn't tight. Let's say you do your dirt. Let's say this turns out to be your first child. This would make you try to get closer to him because you're hiding it. You know what I'm saying? So you would play it, but
I get that. But at the end of the day, y'all became friends, though, right?
Yeah. So at the end of the day, y'all became friends. You feel bad for her. Maybe you didn't sleep with her anymore, but the damage is already done. You know what I'm saying? You could, you don't say anything, but I don't know how cool they were in the beginning, which made this look bad versus him knowing that, okay, I think that is mine. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm going to just keep an eye on and I'm play the uncle role and whatever, I don't know if that's how it went, but if that was not his partner and just his teammate, it's still bad. It's not as bad as it being your real homeboy, somebody you knew before you and that girl hooked up. You know what I'm saying? Just your teammate. You expect anything from a cat that you just met just because y'all just play ball together. You know what I'm saying? Versus some cat that, y'all go back elementary, middle school, high school, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's your A1. That's different if that's done that way.
What y'all think about Jackie, what y'all think she looked like?
Back then, she was a dime. If you look up any of her pictures when she was in her prime, she was gorgeous. She was gorgeous.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, I only know her from. I guess I ain't never really looked at her back then, but I see her from the Real House stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is it the Housewives or whatever it is? Basketball Wives.
Yeah,
She was never pretty to me.
Yeah.
Like never. I may have to look at some of them old pictures, but I'm like, what?
She was bad. She was bad.
Really?
She was bad. She put it on Doug, but at the same time,
I didn't see that.
You never seen one of her throwback pictures?
I seen her when she was acting a fool about to run on the court and fight. And you know, I didn't see anything special. You know, when you remember that when Doug Christie, like she damn near came on the court one time and was gonna get into it with somebody.
Yeah, when he was playing, right? When he was playing. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
she didn't look, you know, she didn't look all that hot to me, but hey.
See, he just on.
Yeah.
See,
side mouth talking Chris Webber liked it.
You're right.
He ain't denying it. Yes.
You think she looked better than? I don't know why I'm going down a rabbit hole. You think she looked better than Drea ever in her prime?
Nah, no.
They different. It's different, right?
Yeah, no.
That's that's Brittany. I mean, what the fuck the dude name? Drea, ain't that what's the name, baby mama?
Old boy,
Jalen Green.
Jalen Green, yeah.
And see, you guys have mentioned this, bro, and I've looked at her and I don't see it.
Yeah.
She must got a body or something because I don't see it.
She fine. She got it all.
Yeah, I don't see it.
You know, I was thinking something like Chris Webber maybe falling in one of them kind of traps, but I just don't see it with Jackie, boy. I just don't see it. She's like a man to me.
Well, you know, somebody give you that attention, and sometimes that's all it takes. Right time, right place. So let's keep it on this basketball. What are you guys thinking about the final? Do OKC close tonight, or are they going Game 7? And who wins? I'm coming with you. Said. What you got? What you got in the finals?
Man, don't listen to me, man. I've been horrible this whole fucking basketball run. everything I said ain't nothing came true. I think Oklahoma gonna close it out tonight. What's the score, Ryan? I know you're looking at it, but I think Oklahoma gonna close it out tonight.
It's 64-42, Indiana.
See, look at there. There it is. I think Oklahoma gonna win it ultimately. I thought they were gonna close it out tonight, though. I really did. I think they might still, though.
Okay. So Oklahoma. What about you, Jay? Who you got?
I would have said Oklahoma before seeing this score, but it's going to a Game 7. Game 7 is at OKC, right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
I would pick OKC.
Okay. What about you, Rod?
Well, I told you last night that Indiana was going to win Game 6, and it was going to go to Game 7. So it's going the way I thought.
But what quarter is it? What quarter are they in?
It's at halftime.
Oh shit! Okay.
It's at halftime. So at this point, it's going to go to Game 7, and everything says pick OKC, but I'll pick Indiana because to me, I don't like nothing about OKC screams 68 wins to me. Like SGA is Swerp. He's Swerp as fuck. I've never really watched him. This is like the first time I've really sat down and watched him, and I don't like shit about his game. He's Swerp as fuck. And there are other pieces. It's like I ain't got, so it go Game 7. I think I'll take Indiana. I mean, don't get me wrong. Halliburton is Swerp as fuck also.
I was just gonna say.
He's very Swerp also. But I think Siakam would ultimately, be the one that save him probably in the Game 7. And the little white boy McConnell, he come in and get him energy. So I'm gonna go Indiana.
Okay.
In the Game 7.
I will pull for Indiana. I think tonight No plays, just go out there and ball. And I think they got to do the same thing for Game 7 if they get to a Game 7. Just go out there and ball. But from what I've been watching, OKC been handling them, been leading all the way to the fourth quarter. You know, I don't know. Something just says that OKC just playing with them and they just trying to take them in the deep waters and drown them. You know, so if they don't get it done tonight, I definitely think their goal is to try to get it done on their home court. But that's a tricky gamble, though. I would never try to do that. I would never try to tie it up. I would go forward and shit, get my Jordan on. No more Game 7. I go for the kill tonight.
Watch Oklahoma tonight. Sneak this one out. I've been wrong all series, but watch them sneak this mug out tonight.
I mean that see, to me, that's a lot of pressure on them. That's a lot of pressure because they didn't lost on their home court. That ain't no guarantee. You know what I'm saying? That is not no guarantee. Both teams don't have no experience. So if that's the game plan, hey, you rolling the dice on that one.
Oklahoma is the biggest favorite since the Lakers and the Pistons, so they like one of the biggest favorites ever to win a championship. So
okay, speaking of that,
a lot of pressure.
Speaking of that, let's speak on the rumor mill about the Lakers.
Ain't no rumor,
so it's just official, right?
So it's so
$10 billion. Is this good for the franchise, or?
I mean, you can't turn down. You can't turn down $10 billion, man. That's crazy. That's crazy money. But what's more crazy, like I said in the text, we won't ever, in our lifetime, we probably won't ever see like a big 5 franchise change ownership. Like Lakers don't suppose to change ownership. You know what I'm saying? That's a family kind of run, dynasty kind of Jerry Jones kind of feel. You know what I'm saying? It's the Lakers. It's big.
You don't
think Jerry
Jones have them Cowboys?
No, I think he'll keep it in his family.
They'll never sell.
They'll never sell. It's like them. It's like the O'Maras, like the Giants, the Lakers, the Cowboys. You know, it's just like them traditional franchise. They got more money than God. They got money, but $10 billion, man. And then that's crazy. It ain't owned by the buses no more. The Lakers ain't owned by the buses. Dude, I don't. So that's just crazy to me. Like I said, we won't never probably see that again. A big franchise getting sold.
But the thing, I'm my bad.
Good.
The thing is, though, there aren't very many family franchises like that. Like most of them are like a conglomerate of people. With one person that's the head, but so the Lakers, Cowboys, Steelers, so like Boston was never family owned. They're a top franchise. I'm just trying to think of top franchise like the Cubs. They're not family owned, so it's not. I don't think there's a lot of family-owned franchises out there. So,
Steelers,
but that's the point. I
named the Steelers.
So that's the point. I don't think they sell like those, like O'Mara, like McCloskey, like the Birds. Like why they don't? I don't think they would sell though. That's the thing. I guess that's the surprising thing. They sold.
No, I think it can. So it just takes time, like with the buses. So Dr. Jerry Buss would have never sold the Lakers.
Right.
But he's gone, and you get the kids and shit. Now, okay, they got offered $10 billion, so it's hard to turn that down. But sometimes you get kids who don't want. Case in point, the Rams. When old girl died, her kids didn't want the team. Right. So that's how Kroenke was able to step up and gain ownership. So, it might take a few generations, but eventually I think, they will get sold. Like the Maras, I think they probably second or third generation ownership at this point.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Let me ask a quick question. Did Magic keep his ownership, his minority ownership in Lakers, or was he forced to sell it?
You know what? That's a good question. I thought he was forced to sell. That's a good question. I think he was forced to sell it when he
was general manager or whatever, right?
Oh, okay. When he was general manager of the team, because I thought about that, they wouldn't make him sell because he owns part of the Dodgers now, right? Because the damn Dodger dude own both,
right? And I was thinking, I was like, you know what? He sold it when he left. I think he sold it when he left the Lakers organization, and that was kind of the thing of he didn't speak to LeBron. Wasn't that the same year they went into the bubble, or that was the year before?
I don't know what his stake in the Lakers ownership was. I just know I thought he had to give it up for some other reason. Because he worked there.
Yeah, can you be
the president,
general manager, coach, whatever, and have stake in the team? That's almost like being a player. Like a player can't have stake in the team.
I agree. That's probably what it was.
It's like because Jordan had to give up his stake in the Wizards in order for him to come, in order for him to play.
Yeah. That's what it was. He was like a general manager, so he couldn't do it. That makes sense.
Wow. I know he feeling some kind of way today.
No, he cut in all that, man. Hey,
why would he feel some way?
Yeah, you're gonna get half that you're gonna get a percentage of that $10 billion.
I'm sure
it wouldn't be.
He worked for the Dodgers, don't you?
Ownership. Yeah.
Even if he still with the Lakers, he wouldn't get. I mean, his stake in the owner in the team was probably like 1% or some shit.
Hey, shit. Whatever, multiply that by $10 billion. Shit, you just woke up on Juneteenth with a motherfucking great ass check. Shit. whatever that shit amount to, shit, you gonna say thank you.
And that dude, the Dodgers, he's a majority owner, so I'm sure he got small stakeholders just like this with the Lakers too.
Work out. You're right. So let's get to the Swerps now. Who y'all got for y'all Swerp of the week? I'm gonna come with you, Jay. Who your Swerp of the week?
Swerp of the week. I don't really have one. I don't have one. Come back to me. Come back to me.
I'm coming to you, Rod. Swerp of the week.
Well, my go-to, he always gives me a reason to give him Swerp of the week, and he did it again this past week. But I'm not gonna even name him. I'm talking about LeBron. I'm not gonna even name him this week. I'm gonna go with Ryan Wingo.
Who is that?
He plays for the University of Texas. He had a football camp here in St. Louis. And he brought Arch Manning to the football camp.
To the hood.
And then he took him on Greer.
What? That was here in St. Louis?
Yeah.
Yes. He took Arch Manning on Greer. Like, I'm sure they did due diligence.
Off Newstead, right? The Greer off Newstead.
Yeah, and had, planned it out, whatever. But come on, my nigga. You can't bring Arch Manning to Greer.
Yeah, Arch ain't going.
You got motherfuckers who will be like, hey, Arch, let me holler at you. Man. Get one of your uncles on the phone real quick.
That's ransom.
Yeah, get one of your uncles. Hey, Peyton. Hey, I'm gonna need 100,000 to for your nephew's freedom about this bitch.
Shit.
Like, come on, my nigga.
St. Louis.
Like, I get it. I mean, I know that probably. That probably is going to endear him to all his teammates, especially the black ones. And he didn't look shook or anything. But come on, my nigga, don't bring Arch Manning to the hood. Ryan Wingo, you the Swerp of the week.
Oh God, I didn't know that was St. Louis.
What about you, Sam? Who your Swerp of the week?
Hey, I got a question for all y'all before my Swerp of the week.
Okay.
Would there be a Dr. Dre without Snoop?
You almost had me because I was gonna bring up the 1G. I wanted to bring
that's my Swerp. That's my Swerp, but I want y'all to answer that question.
No. Yes.
Without Snoop.
Yeah,
like Dr. Dre, like really Dr. Dre.
Dre was Dre before Snoop, right? He wouldn't have been able to get to that second half. Eminem probably maybe wouldn't have maybe reached out to him had Snoop not got him that far. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have had the track with Pop, and yeah, 1G threw him an underhand. He threw him an underhand pitch. He not only just Snoop, he brought him Corrupt and Nate Dogg. Snoop brought him Daz.
Hold up. Come on.
He had a team.
Come on. We basically talking about one album now.
What you talking about?
Doggy style?
The Chronic. Like, you basically talking about the Chronic. So if there is
no Chronic, is there a Dr. Dre? That's the thing, though.
He falls off.
Chronic is that iconic. Is Chronic is top 3?
No. Don't you don't have to sell it to me. To me, that's the greatest. That's number one on
Holy Grail, right? Holy Grail
on hip hop albums.
But listen, erase it, Rodney, erase it.
Erase Snoop.
Erase the Chronic.
Yeah, no, we're erasing Snoop.
Well, if you're gonna erase Snoop, you got to erase the Chronic because Snoop did Deep Cover 180. He did the Deep Cover song. He did the Nothing But a G thing. That shit is what popped. Because without Snoop, when he goes to form Aftermath, been there, done that. That shit motherfuckers don't talk about that.
So in your opinion, there's no Dre.
Yeah.
I go the other way.
Album without Snoop. He has a whole album without Snoop that never get talked about. That gave him the thumbs down, and he had to come with the Chronic 2001. It was years later, but he tried it without Snoop. The shit fell flat.
Okay, so I was thinking about that. How the rap industry. I'm giving my Swerp to the rap industry and how they doing Warren G.
Mm-hmm.
I was listening to him on the Breakfast Club, man. They talked about how Def Jam was about to fail.
Yep.
Before they signed Warren G.
That's a fact.
And he brought him his album, that Regulator album, and pulled their ass out of the red.
Yep.
Into the black. One album, one artist. They dumped all their money to him. They was using credit cards to fund everything, and he brought it up. And then the same thing with Dr. Dre. He brought him Snoop. Introduced him to Snoop, and that formed that relationship. So you talking about a guy? I didn't know he was that. I didn't know he was that instrumental until he started talking about the stuff he done, man. So
said he brought him Snoop, Corrupt, and Nate Dogg, and then Snoop brought Daz and RBX.
Mm-hmm.
So when you combine all that shit together, that was Dre didn't bring nobody but DOC, and DOC kind of helped Snoop with the writing a little bit.
Don't forget that.
I mean, but
don't diminish it up.
Yeah, don't diminish. Don't piss on DOC's motherfucking contribution.
Listen, I'm not pissing on him, but his contribution was not what it was, what you thought it would have been. You know what I'm saying? Even though he couldn't rap, you couldn't hear his vocals, his penmanship. Snoop got some, I guess Corrupt got some, and stuff like that. It wasn't as dominant as it was when he did it for the NWA album. It didn't transfer.
You think that? I mean, that's what you think. But how can you measure? And this is just a question: how can you measure his penmanship?
Because I don't think he get writers credit for it.
How much writers credit did he get for the NWA shit?
Shit, we all know.
Ice
Cube wasn't around. He got 100% writers credit for that.
You can go to the credits and see his name.
You probably can't because I always listen to it on digital. But that ain't MC Ren writing for Dre. That's motherfucking DOC writing for him. Always into something. That's him writing that shit. That ain't motherfucking Dre writing it.
I'm just saying. I think I just believe that I don't like. I think his pen was heavy with on that chronic, on that chronic album.
I don't think he's listed, Rodney, at all.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he's listed, but he still was. I don't know. I guess in my, I guess I can't. I can't quantify what I'm saying either.
So, quick question:
all I can go off of is what I've heard in interviews, and that he had a big influence on Snoop, and we can't say it was Doggy Style, so it had to be on the Chronic. That he was heavily influential on, but
would you have thought that DLC wrote Nothing But a G Thing had you not heard that it was Snoop that did it?
Yeah,
I would have. See, I would
have thought.
Yeah, I would have
thought that.
I didn't know Snoop wrote the
like
goddamn song. I thought it was DOC writing Dre part and Snoop writing his own shit, but it was Snoop wrote the whole thing. Just like we found out Jay wrote the whole thing for
next episode. Is it next episode?
Still Dre.
Still Dre.
Still Dre. Yeah.
Still Dre.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good Swerp said.
Yeah,
but no, that's my Swerp.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to think on that. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, Dr. Dre was Dr. Dre when he got Snoop. We just talking about would he have been the $1 billion Dr. Dre if he hadn't met Snoop. Then he probably wouldn't have been that. He wouldn't have had the $1 billion deal and all that. But he still was Dr. Dre at that point, though.
But he would. So the thing is, he was Dr. Dre with NWA. He was
and Miss Chalet and JJ Fad, and he was Dr. Dre. Like, he was still one of the best producers in the game.
He wasn't to the point where he could just kick his feet up and relax. He had to go get it, and he wouldn't have got it without Snoop.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it wasn't as if he was fucking, just some bullshit DJ, and all of a sudden he found Snoop and he found his meal ticket. He was Dr. Dre.
With Yella.
The fuck did we ever find out what Yella did?
I think Yella was a producer. I think he kind of played a part to where Roy and Ju, how 1G was saying he was bringing the samples and all this. I think Yella was like that as well. You know.
Did you get your Swerp?
I was giving mine out to Shador Sanders with a 100 miles per hour speeding ticket. Wrong timing, man. To back. You know what I'm saying? Like they got you in the media every single day talking about, when you start week one and shit. You didn't need no setback like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, get focused, man. Slow down and stay out the damn media. Everything gonna be okay.
Doing?
Yeah, you Swerp this week.
What you doing?
Yeah, you Swerp this week. I want to see him win. I'm rooting for the cat, but don't set yourself back. Don't give no damn kind of reason for them to try to say, well, this is why we had to put his ass on the bench. So that's my Swerp of the week. And with that being said, hey Jay, do you have a topic that you want to bring up before we wrap this all up? Did you want to sneak something in?
Swerp of the week is Drake was trying to stop the GNX tour coming to Toronto. He told the owners of the Rogers Center, if you block his 2 concerts, then he'll bring OVO Fest to that state, to that arena. And they said, wait a minute, you don't even mess with us, during the baseball season. So yeah, we're gonna keep Kendrick.
Okay.
So Drake is Swerp of the week.
Did you want to speak on the Pusha T? Did you want to speak on the
that Pusha T.
Pusha T is shaking it up, but it's a wobbler for me. It's corny because he's old as hell, picking on his rollout basically being the beef, But if you feel that way, then that's how you feel. Say it, so be it, so be it. but it's still kind of corny to me. But you know, we'll see what the next song is. If the next song is beef with somebody else, then it's too much. It's going too far.
Going too far as what? What you mean?
Like if the next song is a beef song, your whole rollout cannot be beef songs. That's corny to me. Where's the music? Just let the music speak for itself.
I mean, but shit, nobody wanted. Well, I didn't say. Well, I'm not saying me, but a lot of motherfuckers say all they do is talk about coke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, so they don't want like all these niggas talk about is dope. Where's the variety? But
I don't know. That mug sounds like it's gonna be a problem though. That album sounds like it's gonna be a problem.
When you hear what Travis did, it is kind of corny though. You know what I'm saying? And
so he played a song for them, but didn't include the Drake diss. Is that what happened?
Yeah, he didn't. So he played a song for them, interrupted their session, and had them to vibe. Was trying to force them to vibe to his music in the middle of their session, and they just wasn't feeling it. And in the midst of all that, he also withheld a song that had Drake on it, which was a Drake dissing them.
I thought he played the song, but just didn't play Drake's verse.
Yeah, so the same thing. Like you showed me a song. I don't think he played that song. I don't think
he dissing for real in it, right?
No,
yeah.
He said they played the song, but the Drake verse was not on it.
That's what I'm saying. He played He played the song, but left Drake's verse off of it, just dissing them or dissing Pharrell and Pusha. Yeah.
Ain't no that's corny.
Yeah, that's corny to me. That's corny because when you interrupting somebody's flow, you hear what they doing. You kind of you come back later, or but then you in bed with the enemy. Nah, we got to get.
I mean, but to be fair, it's only the last verse. It wasn't like the whole song was targeting Travis Scott. It was just the last verse. So I think it's all good.
I like it because Pusha like from our era. You know what I'm saying? He from our era. Like you don't rock with nobody that doing shit like that, sneaky little shit like that. You call him out on it. So I like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, hey, everybody, like, follow, share, subscribe, tell a friend. This is episode 59 of Juneteenth celebration. This is Pod Deep. Hey, we are signing out. Peace. Everyone have a good one.
Peace.
We probably lost a lot of Mexican homeboys on this one.